Hey everyone, welcome back to C News. It's your girl Smiley here, and today we've got a royal storm to unpack. You won't believe how Nadine Dorries tried to come for Harry and Meghan in a desperate attempt to stay relevant, and spoiler alert, it totally backfired. From resurfaced charity drama to full-blown media meltdowns, we're breaking down how this latest attack went from scandalous to just plain embarrassing. So grab a snack, hit that like button, and let's dive into the drama. Once again, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have become targets of a renewed smear campaign, and this time, the criticism is coming from none other than Nadine Dorries. The former UK minister has weighed in on a viral video involving Meghan at a charity event, and unsurprisingly, her comments weren't in support of the Duchess. Instead, Dorries attempted to position herself as a defender of royal tradition and values while launching a baseless attack on the Sussexes. But the truth is, Dorries' latest jab felt more like a political stunt than genuine outrage. Her comments quickly sparked backlash, with many accusing her of attention-seeking behavior and questioning her motives. After all, Dorries has made headlines for controversial takes in the past and seems to have a knack for inserting herself into trending topics to stay relevant. So, what exactly did Dorries say? Why is this video being weaponized now? And how does this tie into the broader pattern of criticism faced by Harry and Meghan? Let's explore how this orchestrated backlash unfolded and why it says more about Dorries and the media than it does about the Sussexes. The now viral video in question is from the Royal Salute Polo Challenge, where Meghan and Prince Harry attended a charity event supporting Centrebale. During a photo op, Meghan was seen briefly asking the charity chair, Dr. Sophie Chandauka, to swap positions, prompting a moment that some observers described as awkward. Although the exchange lasted only seconds, it was seized upon by royal commentators as evidence of Meghan's alleged diva behavior. Shortly after the video resurfaced, Chandauka gave a statement accusing Prince Harry of fostering a toxic atmosphere, alleging she was treated dismissively and that Meghan overstepped her role. The claim added fuel to a media frenzy already hungry for royal drama. In classic tabloid fashion, the brief clip was analyzed frame by frame, generating headlines with loaded phrases like tense encounter and power play, all despite lacking real context or nuance. For critics of Meghan and Harry, this video provided another convenient excuse to revive old narratives about entitlement and self-importance. But the reality is that public events like these are often chaotic, with fast-moving logistics and media pressure. People swap places in photos all the time, and without concrete proof of ill intent, the leap to character assassination is telling, not about Meghan, but about those looking to discredit her. Nadine Dorries jumped on this media storm like a moth to a flame. Using her social media platform, she accused Meghan and Harry of once again placing themselves at the center of controversy, claiming their arrogance was on full display. Dorries suggested Meghan undermined the charity's leadership and portrayed the couple as lacking humility, while portraying herself as a champion of proper royal conduct. But Dorries' commentary didn't stem from a place of concern for the charity or its mission. Instead, it followed a familiar pattern, using Meghan and Harry as scapegoats to stoke public outrage. Her rhetoric mirrored that of other right-wing commentators who've made careers out of attacking the Sussexes, a move that garners attention, even if it adds nothing of value to the conversation. The backlash was swift. Critics slammed Dorries for her performative outrage and accused her of exploiting the situation for relevance. Many pointed out that she had ignored Meghan and Harry's long-standing charitable work and focused only on a minor video moment, twisted into scandal. Her attempt to score political points not only backfired but revealed just how desperate some public figures have become to remain in the spotlight. It's impossible to ignore the role of the British media in all of this. The moment the video surfaced, tabloids pounced with sensational headlines and speculative commentary. Context was thrown out the window, replaced by narratives designed to portray Meghan and Harry as ungrateful, difficult, or attention-seeking. It was yet another chapter in a long saga of media attacks that began the moment Meghan joined the royal family. This cycle has been profitable for media outlets, which rely on outrage-driven content to generate clicks and revenue. Every facial expression, gesture, or word spoken by Meghan or Harry becomes fodder for endless analysis and vilification. Instead of focusing on the impact of their charity work or personal growth, the press remains obsessed with trivial drama designed to distract and divide. The resurfacing of this video didn't happen in a vacuum. It came on the heels of several positive headlines about Meghan's new projects and Harry's ongoing mental health advocacy. The timing raises questions about whether certain media interests are deliberately trying to undercut the couple's momentum. It's no longer journalism, it's targeted harassment dressed up as reporting. Dorries may have hoped her comments would resonate with the public, but reactions suggest otherwise. Many social media users and commentators called her out for hypocrisy and lack of credibility. After all, this is a politician who herself has been accused of self-promotion and was even reprimanded for prioritizing a reality TV appearance over her constituents. Her words rang hollow. Instead of rallying support, Dorries' attempt to shame Meghan and Harry only further exposed the thinly veiled motivations of their critics. It became clear that the attack wasn't about concern for charity or royal tradition, it was about personal agendas and political opportunism. Audiences are increasingly weary of these recycled narratives and are beginning to ask why Meghan is constantly held to different standards. Moreover, the fact that Dorries, a figure whose own political career has been marked by controversies, is positioning herself as a moral authority over the Sussexes speaks volumes. Her comments may have generated headlines, but they did nothing to sway public opinion or provide meaningful critique. In the end, her voice became just more noise in an already oversaturated echo chamber. While critics keep spinning narratives, Harry and Meghan remain focused on their work. Meghan continues building her lifestyle brand and collaborating with female entrepreneurs, while Harry advocates for veterans and mental health through his Invictus Games and other initiatives. They are carving out a life beyond royal constraints, one grounded in purpose, not pageantry. Their recent appearances show a couple grounded and aligned in their mission. Even as they step back from certain roles, like Harry's departure from Centervale, they do so transparently and respectfully. Instead of engaging in public feuds, they continue to support causes that matter, something their critics rarely acknowledge. If anything, the relentless scrutiny they face only highlights their resilience. Most people would have buckled under the weight of such pressure. Yet Meghan and Harry continue to rise, not because of public approval but because of a personal commitment to truth, healing, and community building. The outrage over this charity event moment isn't really about Meghan or Harry. It's about the system that feeds on their image and requires constant drama to sustain public interest. Figures like Dorries are merely pawns in a broader media ecosystem that profits from tearing people down, especially those who challenge the status quo. When Meghan entered the royal family, she represented something new, a modern, mixed-race woman with a strong voice and an American sensibility. That combination threatened traditional power structures. Ever since, there's been a concerted effort to silence or discredit her. And even years later, that effort hasn't stopped. But the fact that these attacks are becoming more desperate, relying on old videos and recycled narratives, shows that the tide is turning. People are increasingly seeing the truth. Meghan and Harry are not villains. They are simply human beings trying to live with dignity and purpose. And the real scandal is the system that refuses to let them. Nadine Dorries' latest attempt to attack Meghan and Harry wasn't just a flop, it was an embarrassment. It reminded the public of how far some will go to stay relevant and how little substance is required to generate media outrage. But more importantly, it highlighted the need for a shift in how we treat public figures, especially those who have already endured years of abuse. The time has come to move on from this cycle of negativity. Harry and Meghan are not perfect, but they've never claimed to be. They've made mistakes, but they've also shown growth, humility, and a deep desire to make a difference. The same cannot be said for many of their loudest critics. So instead of giving airtime to people like Dorries, let's focus on what really matters: truth, accountability, and building a media culture that uplifts instead of destroys. Because if we keep allowing this kind of behavior to go unchecked, we all lose, not just Meghan and Harry.